Live stream, Trader Tom here, losing my voice. How are we? Hope you're all well. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you had a good weekend. I had a bloody marvellous weekend because Liverpool Football Club beat Manchester City 2-0 at Manchester City. So if we have any City fans out there today, haha. Yeah, so happy. Liverpool have got one hand on the Premier League trophy. And if we've got any Liverpool fans in, guys, please come say hello. You are more than welcome. So, yeah, happy camper. Liverpool top of the league. We're going to win the league. Also, guys, we're going to look at a couple of trades that are potentially setting up right now that we're taking a look at. So we'll take a look at these as well. And also, guys, we're going to take as many of your questions as we can, right? So please ask anything you like about trading. You can also ask about any of my experiences or anything you like, right? You can even talk about, I don't know, like geography if you want, right? Or football. I don't mind, but get your questions over to me, guys, and we will answer as many as we can. What else are we going to do? Yes, we're going to look at a couple of trades right now, potentially setting up. We're also going to take a quick look at the economic calendar, just so we can see what news is still left for today. And the only real big news we're looking at, guys, is this. Okay, so we had some, these GDP figures coming out of Germany, right? There is no growth in Germany, right? It's been all in the news. Right, it's looking pretty grim in Germany in terms of growth, right? Will this have an impact on the euro? Yes, it will, right? The euro, Germany is the biggest economy in the euro. So this can only be bearish for the euro, guys, right? But we do have this piece of news later as well. So we've got CB consumer confidence coming out of 3 o'clock London GMT. So if you're looking at any US dollar pairs, this is important. All right, but that's not out until later on. Also, what do you think about old Trumpy? He's making Apple manufacture iPhones in America. I think what he's doing is quite good, right? It's good for the American people. It's creating jobs. It'll increase manufacturing. America might become a bit of more of an export country, and therefore does Trump want a cheaper dollar eventually? So it's all quite interesting, but I think Trump's doing all right when it comes to the American people. He doesn't give a shit about the rest of the world and just slaps tariffs on everything else. But yeah, love him or hate him, I bet the American people think he's doing all right. Anyway, enough about Trump. I like to talk about Trump these days. I've never talked about an elderly man so much in all of my life. Right, let's see who's in the house as well. Brett, afternoon. How are you, mate? Colin, Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool are flying. We've got Newcastle on Wednesday night. So if we beat them as well, we're going to win the league. Godwin, how are you, Godwin? Yeah, so Colin's saying the Asian market's been a bit slow. Yeah, I still haven't had a setup yet, but I'm going to show you a couple of things that I'm looking at. Brett, Barry, can we take a look at coffee, please? Yes, no problem. Barry is an in-house private VIP joke. But Barry's my safe word at swinging parties also. Mike, how are you? Brett reckons we need someone like Trump running the UK. Yeah, well, he can't be any less of a wet flannel than Keir Starmer, right? I agree. Yeah, the more Trump does, the more I like him. Although, climate change and things like that are going to take a bit of a back seat. Michael, how are you? Abby, strange there's no news today. Yeah, it is a bit of a light news day. Goblin wants to look at pound US dollar. All right, so hi guys, hope you're all well. Now, I'm going to show you a trade that I'm very much interested in, and it is Euro Pound. I'm not in any trades as yet, guys, but I do like this Euro Pound trade because if we look at the daily chart, we are at a really nice, right, what was once support, when it breaks and retests, becomes good resistance, right? And I'm really liking this level for selling, okay? And obviously we had those, you know, minus GDP figures coming out of Germany as well. So that's, like I said, that's only bad for the euro. So if we're selling euro pound, that too suggests euro weakness. So we have the news data to back us up as well. So it's at a really nice level. I just haven't had a setup. If we look at the H4, right, we have come back and hit these highs, right? It's worth pointing out that we are in a H4 uptrend, right? But are we starting to see a double top, right? And we get a nice reaction and we can start selling. So maybe, right? Maybe we haven't, on the H4, we haven't seen that reaction as yet, right? Definitely not. But if we look at the H1, you can see there's this level through here. I would even put a grey zone in just to highlight it. When I say grey zone, I mean a support and resistance level. And I've picked a really cheerful, bright, visually, you know, visually good, terrible word, visually good color, grey. Yeah, could have picked any color, I went for grey. Always reminds me of John Major. When I think of grey, I'm showing my age. Anyway, if we break this level, right, I think we've got a good euro pound sell trade, right? If we get a H1 candle, bearish H1 candle that breaks this level, I will be looking to sell. Stop losses up here or hedges, whatever you use, guys. And then I'll look to take price back down to these lows here. All right, so euro pound, that's what I'm seeing there. We was looking at the Canadian dollar pairs, and a lot of these are just flying off, right? So, okay, so all I'm looking for, guys, right? Maybe we won't get the retrace, right? But Euro CAD, you can clearly see this was one of our trade ideas, and we were looking to buy it today, as was pound Canadian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, right? And we've had the break of the highs. Now I'll just be looking for a retrace potentially back into this level, perhaps even a little bit deeper, where we get the moving average 20 catch up, and then I'll be looking to buy euro Canadian dollar as well. So there are just a couple of things I'm looking at. Oil. Yeah, oil has had that bearish reaction. Yeah, and we like oil. We like the oil trade, right? Again, right, if I put a level through here, okay, you can see prices reacted. What I'd like to see is a retrace anywhere in here, really, right? And then another bearish H1 candle, and I will start selling oil as well, right? The thing is, we've just had, right, a big bearish candle, but if I start selling here, my stop loss has to go up here. And really, my first target's these last lows. So for this oil trade to look more appealing, like I say, I just need a retrace, right? A retrace somewhere in here. Then all of a sudden, if I start selling from here, this is now my risk and this is my reward, right? A far more appealing trade. Whereas if I start just selling from here, here's my risk, right? And here's my reward, right? Doesn't make sense. But if we get a retrace on oil, I will be on that oil trade. Yeah, and that's everything I'm looking at the moment, guys. So yeah, let me know what you're looking at, what you want to focus on today. Ask as many questions as you like, as humanly possible, and we will endeavor to answer all of them. Right, we got some questions coming in. Well, there was something else I wanted to share with you today, guys. Maybe it will come back to me. I have a memory like a goldfish today because, you know, I keep going on about my dog, but he was basically yelping the whole night last night. And this is one tired trader today. So bear with me. Right. Godwin wants to look at pound US dollar. Okay, let's take a look at pound US dollar. Now, all of these US dollar pairs had a bit of a selling candle, right? So pound US dollar, if you look at any of them, right, that is quite a rejection wick. If you look at euro US dollar, right, that is quite a rejection wick at a key resistance level. In fact, I quite like euro US dollar sells. If you look at any of them, let's look at, I don't know, Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, again, selling candles, right? So US dollar strength was in the market yesterday. US dollar was as strong as cow's hide. These analogies are getting worse. I apologize. And it's the same with pound US dollar, right? So we had a bit of a rejection candle, right? Bearish candle, rejection wick. Now, out of all of the US dollar pairs, if I was to buy a US dollar pair, as in US dollar weakness, right? And that would be a buy trade, then pound US dollar would be the pair that I buy. Because pound US dollar has a bit more room to move into, right? Whereas a lot of the other US dollar pairs don't, right? Again, let me show you this, right? If you look at daily, no room, we're at resistance. If we look at Aussie dollar, US dollar, right, we are at a weekly level, right? Look at that weekly level, right? It's crying out for a sell trade, that. All right, so all the other pairs, we're hitting some kind of resistance or support. But pound US dollar, even on the weekly, we seem to have a little bit more room to move into. But we still have this big bearish candle, right? So even if I want to buy pound US dollar, today's not the day, right? I don't want to buy into that wick. Now, let's say, so today, not a trade idea for me, right? I don't want to buy into that wick, and we're in an uptrend, so I want to buy, right? But today's not the day because of this big wick. Now, if I wake up tomorrow, well, not if, Christ, that sounds a bit like I may not make it. When I wake up tomorrow morning, right? Just touch wood, make sure. Right, when I wake up tomorrow morning and we see a bullish candle like this, or if we see a bullish candle like this, then okay. Then pound US dollar is a potential buy trade for me. Okay. But today, it's not because of this candle. All right. Now, let's take a look and see what's going on the lower time frames. And we're in a H4 uptrend, right? This is where we're at. And it's almost, you know, could this become a bit of a range? And it wouldn't surprise me, right? We're kind of ranging between here and here. Now, as I always say, guys, if you get those conflicting, Christ, lack of sleep. I cannot think of any of my words today. If you get conflicting forces, there you go. It's not even a difficult word. If we get conflicting forces, right, where we have, you know, that selling candle, right, and we have a daily uptrend, chances are you end up in a bit of a range, right? Because you've got buying forces and selling forces. It's like Luke Skywalker, right? You've got the dark side of the force and the light. What's the opposite of the dark side of the force? Just the force, right? It wasn't called the light force. No, anyway, you get what I mean. So if I had to trade pound US dollar today, if this H4 candle finishes like this, then there is a very, very strong probability that we can make it to the top of the range, right? So this would be a buy idea, okay? Let's drop one level lower. Yeah, I mean, this is looking like a buying opportunity, right? I would aim for this, my God, been drinking, guys, bear with me. So these highs here, I would aim for, in case it becomes a head and shoulders pattern, right? It might become something like this, okay? So for that reason, yeah, it might become a head and shoulders. I would aim for this level here. And this is looking like a really nice buy trade, right? We've got this H1 downtrend and then bang, right? We are clearly in an uptrend, okay? So I would suggest if we get a bit of a retrace back down to these highs, right? Moving average 20 comes round. This would be a really nice buy entry to take pound US dollar higher. All right, so the lower time frames are definitely telling us to buy pound US dollar, but I get my guidance from Yoda and the higher time frames, mainly the higher time frames more than Yoda. Me and Yoda haven't spoke for a while. Don't know why. It's got the ump or something, I'm not sure. But higher time frame is not telling me to buy this, right? There's a bit of indecision there, but lower time frames all over it. So it's a tricky one, but for me, because the higher time frames are not aligning, I would stay out. And obviously, guys, bear in mind, right? In about, what time's this come out? So 7 o'clock. So yeah, okay, you've got about 3 hours before this CB consumer confidence comes out, but that's obviously going to affect pound US dollar as well. So there you go, Godwin. That is the most detailed answer I've ever given anyone on this channel. So I hope that helps. Right, who else have we got in? Let's say hello to a few people. Niraj has got a question, Euro Yen. Okay, Niraj. Christina, hello. Christina Vega. Wasn't Vega a Street Fighter 2 character? Vega. I remember that. Please, if anyone could check that, that would be much appreciated. Anyway, hi, Christina. Colin. Oh, sorry. Okay, Brett wanted coffee as well. Colin wants to look at US dollar against the Singaporean dollar. Colin, you're going very exotic there. That's going to go very... going to say something else there. Anyway, okay, let's have a look at US dollar, Singaporean dollar. Okay, so Brett wants to know the Euro Swiss franc sell trade that I took. We had a winning trade yesterday. Okay, we can have a look at that. Afternoon traders, Tom, why is it important to be with daily or weekly trend? Okay, so let's answer Aya's question first, and then we'll take a look at coffee and US dollar against the Singaporean dollar. So Aya's asking, Tom, why is it important to be with daily or weekly trend? Because that is what most of the people are using for trend. That's the answer, right? You know, if I said to another trader, what's the trend of the market? They would automatically think of day trend, right? They'll be like, right, it's in an uptrend or it's in a downtrend. You know, day is king. It's probably the most used time frame to dictate trend. And that's the reason I use it, right? And it's a pretty good guide, right? You know, so if you just look at the day chart, right? Let's look at pound US dollar. So let's start with a downtrend, right? As soon as we break this level in here, right? Every time you take a sell trade from this point onwards, you are going to be correct, right? Obviously, you need to take into account stop loss, your stop loss and which entry time frame. But if you enter anywhere in here, bang, you're going to make money, right? If you enter anywhere in here, bang, you're going to make money. It retraces. If you enter in here, bang, you make money, right? It retraces again. If you enter anywhere in here, it's not exact science, bang, you make money. So from this date, Friday, the 13th of December, all the way till the 16th of Jan, so for a little over a month, if you had taken sell trades, right, with daily trend, you would have had a high chance of your trade playing out, right? So again, the facts of the chart are there. And then as soon as we get a break of this last high, right, bang, right, we're now in an uptrend. Okay. And since this candle, which happened on the 20th of Jan, right up until the 25th of Feb, so for little over a month, I'm very much simplifying things. But if you took a buy trade, right? If you took a buy trade somewhere in here, obviously it depends on stop losses. I get that, but you would have made money just by taking it to the last highs. Comes back down. If you had entered anywhere in here, you make money, right? Back up to here. It breaks, okay, right? If you start buying on the breakout, you make money. It retraces. If you have bought anywhere in here, make money. So that's why it's so important to be with the day chart, right? You have, in both of these examples, you had about a month window, right? Month window of buys being high probability and sells being a high probability. So why not put that in your favor and follow that daily trend? It takes a lot to break daily trend, right? Even big news like interest rates, CPI, employment data, retail sales, inflation, all of them can be hugely negative or positive, and it still wouldn't break daily structure a lot of the time. So it's a very reliable time frame to use with trend, right? So I hope that answers your question. Okay. Right, what else we're looking at? So coffee. Okay, let's have a look at coffee. Right, and what we're going to do with coffee, guys, this one will do, right? So we're going to analyze this together. So I want everyone to get involved, right? And we are going to analyze this commodity together. Obviously, I haven't touched this chart, right? There's no drawings on it. There's, the moving average 20 appears on all of my charts, but let's analyze this together. So coffee, right? So everyone get involved. Please leave your comment in the live chat. What would you do with coffee right now on the weekly chart? Would you buy, sell, or stay out of the market? All right, so everyone get involved. Coffee, weekly chart, buy, sell, or stay out. Please leave your comment below. Right, Brett would stay out. Mike would sell. Mike would stay out. James would stay out. Stress relief would stay out. Stress relief, we're just what you need. Luigi would stay out. Godwin would stay out. Any more? Any others? Buyer would sell. Okay, so you have spoken and you are the sentiment of the market, right? You are, yeah. Every time, you know, the market is made up of millions and millions of traders. You are a small sample of that, but you are sentiment, right? And you have spoken. You have basically said, stay out of the market. And we had one sell trade. Now, this, again, let's look at the facts, right? Yeah, just look at the facts, right? So weekly, we're in this uptrend. And we know coffee's at all-time highs, right? You go and buy a coffee here in Dubai, you have to sell a kidney, right? Coffee's become super expensive, right? Don't get me started on buying a beer, right? You have to sell 2 kidneys and part of your liver, right? But I understand why everyone said stay out, right? Because we're in an uptrend, right? Now, normally I would agree with that, but on this rare occasion, I would consider a sell trade, right? So it would be stay out or sell. And why is that? Because the market is so overbought, right? Up here, it is overextended. And at this level, right, you can just look at the moving average 20. It's so far away from the moving average 20. And at these all-time highs, look at those 2 candles. Those 2 candles combined are telling me to sell, right? And this would be a pretty good target, right? Just to sell back down to these highs. So because of the fact we're so overextended, we've got super bearish candles, I would actually go against trend on this example. Okay. Now, I do have a strategy in the VIP Discord where I talk about trading against trend in extreme market conditions. And this is an extreme market condition. So, yeah, I would sell this potentially back down to these last highs here. All right. Now, let's take a look at the day chart and let's ask the same question, right? Now, coffee on the day chart, would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? So everyone get involved, guys. Same question, but on the day chart, buy, sell, or stay out. And Christine Vega, yes, it was a character from Street Fighter game. Thank you, Christina, for confirming that. I am not losing my marbles. Not yet, anyway. I lost them years ago, to be honest. James Pinhorn, yes, you should. I was in GBP Canadian dollar, but stopped out at break even. Should have stuck to my original stop loss. Yes. If you watch my video from this morning, don't move your stop loss to break even. You are doing that because of fear and losing money. Stop doing that. Right, James Pinhorn would stay out. Brett is saying it's broken the last swing point, so a sell. Anyone else, guys? Get involved. Buy, sell, or stay out. Coffee, daily chart. I'm going to have a quick drink. Right. Okay. No more answers then, guys. I would just follow structure. Right. We're in a downtrend. Lower highs, just lower lows. We are clearly in a downtrend. We've also broken below the moving average 20. Right. Yeah. I really like sells on coffee. Right. Really do, for all of those reasons. And this is that weekly level we pinpointed. You got so much room to move into, right? So 350 is a nice psychological level, right? So right there would be a good level. But yeah, coffee's telling me to sell this all day, right? I need a bit of a retrace, right? Maybe back towards the moving average 20, back towards this last low, and then look for sells. But coffee is a sell trade all day for me. And guys, yeah, if you're enjoying the analysis, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and please smash the like button. It really helps support the vid. Thank you. If you haven't already, please come join our trading community, right? It's free. You can just join it, talk to like-minded traders, share knowledge, ideas. So come join our free Discord channel. Also, until the end of this week, until the end of February, we are giving you 25% off all of our premium trading education. So if you go to the website www.simply-forex.com, you can get 25% off the Simply Forex Complete Trading course. You can get 25% off the VIP Discord, and you can get 25% off my mentorship program where I coach you one-on-one. All right. So if you're interested in any of those things, go check out the website. And finally, guys, today our live stream is brought to you by Pepperstone. Pepperstone is a world-class broker, which you could also trade using TradingView. And right now, if you sign up with Pepperstone, we are going to give you free access to the VIP Discord. And we are going to give you an essential TradingView subscription. So if you want both of those things, please sign up to Pepperstone, change your broker today. It's a no-brainer, right? We're giving you loads of things for free. Check it all out. Right, let's have a look at US dollar, Singaporean dollar. Because again, I don't look at this one. So this will be interesting to... right, US dollar, Singaporean dollar. Okay, and I remember talking to Colin about this. As soon as I load up slightly exotic currency pairs, I immediately look at this, the spread, right? And I was thinking, I said to Colin, I bet the spread's crazy. And he was like, no, it's not. And that really isn't, right? That's like 1.7. You go to US dollar, Mexican peso, that's usually around 40 pips, right? But it's not, right? This really isn't. So again, guys, right, let's do some analysis on US dollar against the Singaporean dollar. Let's start with the weekly chart. Right. So guys, get involved. We're all here to learn. Don't be shy, get involved. US dollar, Singaporean dollar, weekly chart. Right? Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? So everyone right now, please give me your answer. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? Leave your comment in the live chat right now. Hello, Kev. How are you, mate? Yusuf, hi, how are you? Just saying hello to a few people. Why you guys answer my question? Right, Luigi would sell. Colin's exact words are, I want to sell the shit out of it again. Okay, good. Yusuf would sell. Godwin would sell. Mike would stay out. James would buy. Niraj would buy. Okay. Sorry, got a frog in my throat. Ribbit. Poor joke. Now, again, guys, we're just going to look at the facts. James, sorry, I meant sell. Okay. Let's look at the facts. Right, there's the first fact that you should all look for, trend and structure. So this is the structure of the market. And then that dictates trend. And we are seeing lower highs, lower lows. We are in a downtrend. And we've just come below the moving average 20, right? It's just another piece of confluence that I like. So US dollar, Singaporean dollar, I would sell, right? Okay, right. Now, as clear as day, that's a sell trade for me. I would say there's not much value in selling here, right? I think it needs a bit of a retrace. You know, there's a bit of a level through here, right? Maybe up to here, right? Moving average 20 comes round. Needs a bit of a retrace to get value, but that's a sell trade, right? No two ways about it. Now, let's take a look at the day chart. Again, right? What would you do with the day chart? Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? Okay, and the question is for right now. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this chart, the daily chart, US dollar, Singaporean dollar? Everyone, again, get involved. Leave your answer in the live chat right now. Okay, just having a little scroll through, check I haven't missed any questions. If I miss any questions, the editor beats me. Very, very cruel man. Oh dear. Nothing like laughing at your own jokes. Right. We have got definitely sell, sell that bad boy, stay out, sell, stay out, sell with a retrace. Okay. Okay, so this one, obviously everyone's looking at sells or stay out, right? And that's, if anyone's saying buy this, right, you know, maybe seek medical help. I'm only joking, right? There could be an argument for buying this on a lower time frame, right? I'm only joking. But there's a few more facts I think we need to look at here on the US dollar, Singaporean dollar. Now, we know weekly's in a downtrend and daily is in a downtrend, right? No two ways about it. Lower highs, lower lows. We're clearly in a downtrend, right? You do not need to be Warren Buffett to see that. But, right? And also, I would say we've had a nice retrace into a bit of value, right? And we've got a lot of room to move into. Okay, there's definitely an area through here of support and resistance, right? If it breaks this level, I'm not interested at all in selling it, right? There's a big but here, guys. And the big but, right, we all like a big but, is this. That candle is super duper bullish. And again, guys, right, you don't have to be in the market, right? Your higher time frame perspective is telling you to sell US dollar, Singaporean dollar, but it doesn't matter if you sell it today or tomorrow or Thursday or Friday or next week, right? Long as the setup is there. But today, I don't want to sell it. I would stay out of the market because I just do not want to sell into that candle, right? If you ever get a bullish candle like this, right? Like this, right? Like this, chances are it's going up, right? Very bullish, goes up. Very bullish, goes up. Bullish, goes up, right? Bullish will go up, right? So many traders forget that last crucial piece of the puzzle, and that is the candle. There's so much information in candles, getting quite serious now, but there is. You know, one of my pet peeves is not paying attention to candles, right? There's so, look, you know, if I asked you, right, looking at yesterday's candle, who's in control of the market, you should all be saying buyers, right? They are. Now, I'm not going to sell this today. I'm just not. So it's a stay out from me. But Yeah, tomorrow might be a different story. Let's say it does push up to here, right? And then we get this, remember we got US dollar data coming out, and then we get this big bearish candle and it ends up forming or finishing like this, right? Then I'm interested tomorrow, right? And I can start selling Singaporean, US dollar, Singaporean dollar. But I'm not interested in selling this. And also, guys, because of this candle, right, I'm going to suggest H4 and H1 are in an uptrend, right? I don't know that for definite. H1 will be for definite, but let's have a look at H4 in an uptrend, right? So it's got to a point where that daily candle was so bullish that it broke H4 structure. And it's now using this level to bounce off. So again, if you were looking at the daily candle and H4 structure, I would even suggest this is a good buy trade back up to here, right? Obviously, I don't want to buy it because daily trend is in a downtrend and I want to be with daily trend, right? But I am not selling that, right? And as for H1, of course, right, that's in an uptrend, okay? Yeah, we're kind of here at the moment, okay? Now, you can clearly see there's this level through here, right? It's clear as day, right? It was clear on the H4, it's clear on the H1. Now, if we see buyers bounce off this level, I think there's a strong possibility we come up to here, right? If we break this level, right, then I would suggest we come lower. But again, I'm not going to trade that today because of the daily candle, right? So let's wait and see what kind of candle we get today, right? If it's bearish, it might still look bullish and I still don't want to sell it. But let's see what kind of candle we get today. We've got that key level there as well. And then, you know, see what happens from there. Don't be in a rush to sell Singaporean dollar because it's in a downtrend, right? There's a lot more things need to happen before I would start selling it. So yeah, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. Please check out our website, www.simply-forex.com, for all of our premium trading education, 25% off right now. Switch brokers today, join Pepperstone. We've got a great promotion running. Check that out. And don't forget to join our trading community where the flowers grow and people talk about trading and football and other weird things. On that note, guys, have a great trading day and I'll see you tomorrow.